bọ̀ níbẹ̀ òun ni wọ́n sọ. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pátápátá, ẹ̀tọ́ wa là ń jà fún, a jà fún kankan ju ẹ̀tọ́ wa. Ẹ̀tọ́ wa òun ni à ń jà fún. Ẹ̀tọ́ wa òun là ń jà fún. A kì í ṣe olóṣèlú. Yorùbá nation kì í ṣe politics, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú politics, ó dá dúró fún tiẹ̀ ni. So ẹ má yẹ kí ẹnìkankan sọ fún wa pé politics ni Yorùbá nation. A kì í ṣe politician, a kì í ṣe olóṣèlú. Right to self-determination òun là ń béèrè fún, and nobody can stop our right to self-determination. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, I say very good morning as we are getting ready. Láti tún lọ ṣe kíni, láti tún, so mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀, mo ti wà lórí live program, tí bá ṣe tán máa pè yín, mo ń lọ sórí Star Radio, tí bá ṣe tán máa pè yín. All right sir, all right sir, all right sir. So ẹ bá ń tilẹ̀kùn ẹ̀ yà wá. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ káàárọ̀ oòjíire, àkópalẹ̀mọ́, gbogbo ẹni tí ó bá ní tí fífi ran àwọn èèyàn lọ́wọ́ nílé, ẹ fi ránṣẹ́ sí àwọn tó yẹ kẹ́ fi ránṣẹ́ sí. A dúpẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ bá wa dá sí lórí platform wa. Mo lè confirm pé 500,000 àti send ẹ̀ sí àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n ní ètò tí wọ́n ń ṣe lọ. So má bínú pé àárọ̀ báyìí preparation kò easy. Ìyẹn la ṣe ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé I need another system so that ìta fi ń ṣe lórí mobile phone yìí, because laptop tí máa fi ń ṣe Star Radio a lè tún máa fi ṣe live stream, so ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. So ọlọ́run adẹ́dẹ́ ìgbìyànjú aládé àníṣe lásán. Gbogbo àwọn tó ń béèrè pé báwo ló ṣe máa jẹ́, ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà yìí, ẹnu ẹni gbogbo àjọ wà. Àwa la kúkú fẹ́ nǹkan, so àwa ni kò ní jẹ́ kó sú wa. Àwa tí a fẹ́ nǹkan yẹn pé ìran Yorùbá ṣẹ́, ó ti di dandan pé ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè. Àwa là ní wá jẹ́ kó sú wa. Ọmọ àfẹ́ intimidate wa, ọmọ sọ oríṣiríṣi, ọmọ àfẹ́ dàrin wa rú, ọmọ sọ pé yẹn eléyìí this that's goes, but wọ́n mọ̀ pé ìtàgbédá ní òtítọ́ ni, because ìyà ń jọmọ Yorùbá. Kò sẹ́ni tó máa sọ pé ìyà ò jọmọ Yorùbá níbi tílẹ̀ àárọ̀ yìí mọ́ nísìn. So tí àkọ́ bá wá sọ pé yẹn àwọn tó ń pariwo Yorùbá nation yẹn wọ́n mọ tó ń sọ, ẹ béèrè pé ṣé ìyà ò jọmọ Yorùbá? Ṣé ìyà kò jọmọ Yorùbá? Ìbéèrè ní kẹ́ bá máa béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Àbínú àti mi ò tẹ̀lé. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé ìyà ń jọmọ Yorùbá náà. Ìyà ń jẹ wá. You know? Ó bá kàwé, àwọn èèyàn máa tẹ̀ máa rẹ́rìn táwọn èèyàn bá náà àwọn ń lọ sí àwọn fẹ́ ṣe kí lọ́mọ. Ẹ̀yìn àtẹ̀ máa pa mí. Sometimes, you know, when our people tó bá ń sọ̀rọ̀, má bínú, mo kàn try láti sẹ́ẹ̀tì kìíní ẹ̀ dáńkì bá ṣe lè ṣe náà ni as much. Ẹ tẹ́ wa lórí YouTube, má bínú pé angle ta fún yín yẹn. You know, suffering and smiling. Mo kí bàbá wa Tìjání, mo kí Ìyá Jagun, mo kí gbogbo àwọn leaders wa nílé, mo kí Omíyalé, mo kí Ọmọlúkà, kí bàbá Èkìtì, mo kí gbogbo àwọn medias wa, Lady K, gbogbo àwọn tó wà nílé, Alájà Ẹlẹ́yà, ẹ kú palẹ̀mọ́. mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti ń palẹ̀ mọ́ lọ́tún lọ́sì àwọn kan ní bó jẹ́ by fire by force àwọn máa débẹ̀ tàbá tí wàá ń débẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ a máa listen sí instruction ó wà ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo àní máa sọ bó ṣe ń wù wá lọ́kàn instruction a gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀lé gbogbo wa ò dẹ̀ lè jẹ́ olórí nínú rally àwọn kan ló máa ṣe pé báyìí mo ti bọ́ mi yọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ nínú pàdé kan tán náà rárá ń ṣe lọ gbogbo pàdé tó lúkálukú wa ń ṣe lọ́tún lọ́sì ọlọ́run bá adé ládé so à ń gbìyànjú ni bí nǹkan bá sọ pé wọ́n perfect wọ́n ṣe dáadáa à ń gbìyànjú ni àṣerú eléyìí gbogbo àwọn tó náà fẹ́ restructure Nàìjíríà mo rò pé eléyìí táwa ń ṣe gan wọ́n ṣe débẹ̀ so a ti gbìyànjú ẹ tó bá sọ pé gbìyànjú wa yẹn kò tó ẹni káwọn náà lọ ṣe tiwọn àwọn tó bá ń sọ pé try ẹni kọ́ lọ ṣe ti tọ̀dọ̀ tiwọn because mo ń sọ fún ìyàwó mi lánàá mo ní tó bá jẹ́ pàtẹ́ ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation kí ni gbogbo ọ̀bá máa ṣe níbi tí ilẹ̀ àárọ̀ ìmọ̀ nísìn tó bá yẹ pé Yorùbá nation kan ni agbédání sọ́wọ́ pé bá ṣe ń wo Nàìjíríà tó ti ba tayé ẹ̀jẹ̀ kí ká má sọ pé ó ba ìtayé tiwa jẹ́ bí Nàìjíríà ṣe wà nísìn ó ti ba ayé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹlòmíì jẹ́ ẹlòmíì ò jára ayé kò jára ọ̀run ní Nàìjíríà ó kàn ń lọ ń bọ̀ ni o kò jára ayé kò jára ọ̀run nílùú burúkú yẹn nílùú tí ẹ pé bíyàn bá jí láàárọ̀ kò jẹ́ kíyàn máa bẹ́ẹ̀ àbá ṣe Yorùbá nation látọdún mẹ́ta tí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation tí bàbá Akíntóyè ò bá sọ pé ìran Yorùbá ìyà ń jẹ wá o tí Ìgbòho sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o tí ìyá Onítìrí ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o kó tó di páwọn náà darapọ̀ mọ́ wa torí wọ́n jọyìn wa láàrin méjì ni àbí kí ni gbogbo àbá máa ṣe ṣé gbogbo àmọ́ mọ́ra wa báyìí tó bá tẹ̀ lówó tó rí owó yẹn fi ṣe nǹkan kan tó lọ sílé tó fẹ́ lọ invest tí nǹkan dẹ̀ dé bẹ́ẹ̀ níbẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó ti lọ́ọ́ lé lọ invest kí ló mú padà bọ̀ ó lè lọ Nàìjíríà kó ní fẹ́ invest kó mú return padà gbogbo ẹni tó ń ṣòwò Nàìjíríà ló ń lose kò sẹ́ni tó ń ṣe òwò kan ní Nàìjíríà whether importer ní ẹni exporter ní ẹni ìyà kan á máa jẹ́ ṣáá ni messed up country ẹgbẹ́ join ní ṣé mo lè ṣe ní full ok láti bá ṣe ní full àwọn kan máa rí dáadáa Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá wa mo jáde sàn Nàìjíríà tó ń mẹ́jẹ̀ tó ń pààyàn ojoojúmọ́ ló ń pààyàn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń sẹ́ẹ̀tì kìíní sódà kó lè capture gbogbo screen yẹn kọ̀ọ̀tì lè tí mo ti lọ sódà tí bá ti join ní ARCHIE kó má yẹ pé àwọn kan máa rí àwọn kan ní rí. àní tá a bá ṣe Yorùbá nation látọdún mẹ́ta kí lẹ́rù pa máa ṣe a máa ṣe pè fún Nàìjíríà náà ni fáwọn àtàwọn máa ṣe pè fún so ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ pé a ti try a ṣe láti parí ẹ̀ ni so ẹ bá rò kó máa sọ àwa kan irọ́ lẹ pa àwa ti determine pèsè ìta máa ṣe lélẹ̀ mi ò níṣẹ́ kankan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe ju ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation lọ ó inconvenient wá lóòótọ́ ó inconvenient àwọn ọmọ ó inconvenient ìyàwó ó inconvenient mọ̀lẹ́bí bọ̀ kí la máa ṣe sí so ẹ bá kọ anything gbogbo yẹn ọ̀run àwa ẹ̀ join ní ARCHIE ká tó lọ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà àdé ń pẹ́ lẹ́nìí torí aago 12 à ń lọ sí Prime Minister question time mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí o a very good morning unless I think I'm set now. òun lè lè nísìn Fálànà bàbá wa sínú àdókè 2023 general election may be sabotage kí ló dé tó fẹ́ sabotage ẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ kí ló dé tó fẹ́ sabotage election and in Nigeria is not a country ó wà lára headline tá a fi kà láàárọ̀ 2023 wọ́n fẹ́ sabotage ẹ̀ kí ni Emefiele ṣe tó fi di pé wọ́n fẹ́ arrest ẹ̀ fún terrorism pé ó ń finance Emefiele terrorism financing economic sabotage wọ́n ń try láti defend ẹ̀ torí pé it's part of the system bàbá wí tán àwa tí à ń ṣe Yorùbá nation àwa lè ní attack àwa tá gbé dání pé kíran Yorùbá kó bọ́ lóko ẹrú àwọn yẹn gangan ni problem yín nísìn àwọn tó bà Nàìjíríà jẹ́ ẹ lọ bá wọn mọ́ nísìn can you imagine mo rí rẹ́rìí láyé mi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni investment wo ló fẹ́ ṣe Nàìjíríà. Kingsley good morning how you doing mo kí gbogbo àwọn Warri mo kà àwọn Delta Edo gbogbo yín náà là ń kí. Let everybody go their separate ways. It's as simple as that. The country is not, it's not working for anybody. It's literally not working for anybody. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá lè ṣe fìlà fáwọn èèyàn nílé torí òrùn lọ́la. Okay, ó rà pé fídíò tí yàn kan ní kí n lọ wá lélẹ̀ ti Danjuma yìí. Yes. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sáré gbọ́ kí.
They collude. They collude.
Then sorry, download it. You know, continue to know what to play. Then go.
They kill people.
Then go. Don't do my delay. Then go.
They facilitate their movements.
Then go.
They cover them.
And the military money pay. Àwọn ọmọ àlẹ́ àwọn Koiki. Wọ́n ṣe parí training ní ọ̀dọ̀.
Depending on the armed forces.
Then go. Don't do my delay. You all be dead.
You will all die.
Then go.
One by one.
One by one. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tó sọ ní bíbá. If you are waiting for Nigerian army, depending on Nigerian military armed forces to stop the killing, gbogbo ilẹ̀ máa kú, Ọlọ́run jẹ́ káwa kú. A máa play mọ́ fídíò wa nísìn, mo ti mú jáde. Lọ́ọ̀yà kìíní ló gbé jáde nísìn. Lọ́ọ̀yà kí ló ń pè? Lọ́ọ̀yà àwọn barrister Ejimefo. A ní sójà wọn kó sójà káàkiri èèyàn kan sọ fún mi pé wọ́n ṣe parí training ní ọ̀dẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wọ́n ti gọ̀ jù òmùgọ̀ a ní sójà wọn kó sójà káàkiri wọ́n sọ pé Koiki wọ́n ṣe parí recruit ní o lè jókòó sí London kó máa dá wàhálà sílẹ̀ o àwọn ọ̀dẹ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n kan tún send message mi náà láti Amẹ́ríkà bí Amẹ́ríkà ló wà ní bí Nàìjíríà dẹ̀ ló wà tí gbogbo èèyàn ló ń lo oríṣiríṣi nọ́mbà tí wọ́n máa sọ pé Amẹ́ríkà làwọn wà. Wọ́n ní mi lèmi fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rò mélòó lèmi tí mo fẹ́ da Nàìjíríà rò èmi mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí láyé ọmọ Yorùbá kó dá ní èmi ti jẹun láàárọ̀ yìí nísìn ẹ wo kọ́ọ̀pù tí mo fi mọ́ mi ẹ wá dúró omi tí mo mu sórí kọ́ọ̀pù tí mo fi mọ́ mi lélẹ̀ owó ìtóbi mo pure water ìlú òṣì ìlú jágbàjàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi mo jáde sànyà wọ́n ní Koiki ló fi Danjuma tó mọ́ ní pẹ́sùn àti bá ti tán àwọn ìṣe kọfí yẹn. Danjuma tí ó mọ̀ nípa Nàìjíríà sójà dáadáa ó ní tó bá dúró de Nàìjíríà sójà wá pa gbogbo yín dànù. Wọ́n ní Koiki I thought you're a good journalist. How can you be saying that those ọtún náà tún kó àwọn kan dé sí ọjọ́ láàárọ̀ kọ́ máa kó wọn bọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé àní àtáàkì wọn bọ̀ tó bá àtáàkì wọn a máa àtáàkì wọn padà bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn. Gbogbo ẹnu mo fi sọ mo ti sọ yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀ ìyẹn ń ṣe tá a máa yọ sọ pé kinní kan tó bá àtàkùn àmọ́ àtàkùn padà ẹ lọ sórí STARR Radio 6 minutes behind. Olúwèrè.
That's it. Good to go. Make sure you use the promo code STARR as the STARR for radio. Your promo code will give you £5 free credit to send to Africa on your first transaction. The money will be delivered to your recipient within seconds. If you call me on 07497377647 at any time, I'll be happy to take all of our salaries and help you pay your account. Remember to use the promo code SR for £5 free credit with us.
Hey, listeners, this is STARR Radio UK, your favorite Afro-Caribbean radio station in London. And we wish all our listeners a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Stay blessed.
Well, welcome back to the program STARR Radio UK, your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London, bringing the time now to exactly 7 minutes past the top of the hour. That means that it's time for updates from Nigeria. With the one and only White Lion himself in the house. And let me say, massive good morning to you, Johnny.
Wow, very good morning to you, Mr. ARCHIE. Good morning, Frank. Good morning to all our listeners, because some are listening while some are watching. And we say good morning because we're also streaming from the sister station and the studio from the Star Radio UK, North London, where we are communicating to the global community. This is the African and Caribbean radio station in London, but at exactly 11 o'clock, we will go to Nigeria, where we discuss a lot of activities and the news and so much and others. I come back to you.
Well, a lot of activities in the news and a lot more coming from Nigeria. Let me say good morning to Anthony Adedeji as well. I hope you are doing very, very well. How is the family, sir?
Well, it's always good when you ask how's the family, and I was expecting that this morning. I've just returned back home at about 5 o'clock this morning because the little one was not feeling too well. She was complaining of a pain in the, in the tummy, and these are some of the reasons why we say that, when we look at the healthcare system, even though we know that the NHS, most of our nurses are, striking, and we do give them a support because everybody needs a bit of pay. But one thing is that when you are living in this part of the globe, no matter whatever happened to you or the children, you know that there is still the healthcare system in there. So we spend almost 4 to 5 hours because, as you know, when you go to the A&E, there's always a lot of people. And because of the time, we spend almost 6 hours there. She's back home with us, and she's already all over the place running around. So the family, I can always say, are doing very well. But the question is, can the same family have the same experience in Lagos State, in Kaduna, in Nasarawa, in Kogi, in Adamawa, in Bauchi, that where their children will fall ill in the middle of the night and they can just call the ambulance, or they can take a taxi straight to the general hospital without being asked to pay 500 to 1,000 naira, where a lot of Nigerians do not have such. Eventually, we might be talking about a death of a child this morning rather than the child returning back home for just a small illness that could have been rectified in the healthcare system in Nigeria.
Wow, listeners, this is what we talk about. Well, we've had all the finances or the money, the means to do all the stuff that we're talking about here, having good healthcare facility or health system in place, but we've never been able to do so. Having more travel routes, we've never been able to do so. All that we see is our leaders. Well, when they are not feeling well, they would have flown this morning. They would have flown all the way from Nigeria on a charter flight to come here to come and get treatment. Now, what about the ordinary Nigerian? What are you thinking about? Pastor Momo, God bless you all on Star Radio. May God destroy all the evil trend in Nigeria and other regions in the world. Freedom for Yoruba is God's desire for us. Thank you very much, Pastor Momo, and good morning to you. And thank you very much for joining in as well. But yes, it's updates from Nigeria. Let's move on to what is happening. Courier Metals, the court has once again denied him bail. So what's happening?
Well, the reason why the court, have not granted Ike Kirimadu a bail is because it's a flight risk. I'm not sure whether, with the technology right now, just as one of the previous, criminal ran away from London, dressing like a woman, and eventually, that caught up, attention of the world, and that was a disgrace because, nobody knew how he left the country. But this time around, the court, yesterday, I've said that they are not granting Ike Ikerimadu, the former deputy Senate president that has got to be, in the custody of the Metropolitan Police and the UK government. The Central Criminal Court in London, also known as the Old Bailey, has yet again denied bail to former deputy Senate president Ike Ikerimadu in a pre-trial hearing yesterday. Remember that the wife has been granted bail, but the husband seems to be a flight risk, according to the court. It was also learned that the court have cited that there are some letter and asset forfeiture proceeding against the senator while he's here in London. Almost close to 50 houses across the globe in Nigeria, in Dubai, in London, is being something that the EFCC is working against as well. So it seems that in a bail application, according to Ike Ikerimadu's lawyer, that have argued that the Nigerian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom and the Attorney General of the Federation had written to the court that Ike Ikerimadu was not a flight risk. But it doesn't seem that that is going to happen, as we know. His defense also argued that a guarantee to produce it should it pose a flight risk was given, and the Nigerian High Commission in UK had equally given the option of tagging Ikere Madu electronically to monitor his movement. This is quite interesting. Imagine that a former deputy Senate president will be tagged, and yet in Nigeria we have criminals that are being released back into the society, but yet we don't even know where they are living until they commit another crime. Referring to attestation of Ikere Madu's character by respected Nigerians and organizations, his lawyer continued to argue that the lawmaker had proven to be caring, responsible father and could not escape from London, abandon his wife and a sick daughter. But the defense further told the court that there are surety and security of nearly £500,000 from 11 people to secure Ikere Madu. So it seems already that the court case of Ikere Madu is still going to be an interesting one. He's not going to be attending any court hearing very soon, but they are still trying to get him out of bail, maybe in time for Christmas, but I don't think Christmas will be spent in home, as Ikere Madu he's still going to be here with us in the custody where he's being kept presently.
It's quite an interesting one, but before I come to my reaction towards that, Olakunle, good morning to you, and much respect to you as well. And then John, God bless you all, and God bless Yoruba Nation. Thank you very, very much. Keep your comments coming through, and I will be able to read that as well. But I don't think the authorities, I mean, no matter where I'm standing, not whether in support of what the people in the Senate in Nigeria or in the federal government, no. I'm looking at a case where people have granted, are prepared to, give surety for Ikere Madu to be bailed. So why are the authorities here not granting him bail? Why are they saying it's a flight risk? They can take his passport, unless of course they are scared that maybe like they were going to do to somebody, Buhari in his military days, maybe put him in the car or something and just fly him out of the country. Is that what they're thinking? Why?
Which is very possible, even though Ikere Madu is the PDP, not the APC. So I'm not sure whether Buhari would approve a presidential plane to come into the UK and then bundle Ikere Madu out. That would be a very, very disgrace to the government. But should the PDP have been in the power, maybe that could have happened. But the government in UK, understand that the Nigerian politics are Maradona as well in their own way. And that means that, even though you might remove his passport, that means somebody might be giving him a new passport in their different name and allow him, probably not through any of the airport, but he can easily drive out. And if they know the route, you can be out in one country to one country. And the next thing is, he will be in his hometown and he will be welcome as something that has never happened in the history. So the court is not taking any chances. They want to keep him here as much as possible, but not to even release him out on bail. And that is exactly, where the court stands as of this morning.
Well, I hope that his lawyers are fighting a right cause and there is not any dodgy things, because I don't like it when our leaders, or especially when we are here and we are not being treated fairly. Whether a person comes from wherever, that is not the case. But if somebody here who is said to have committed a similar crime, would the person be granted bail with all the surety that's been given? And the last surety that's from government, the High Commission here saying that, look, we will make sure that he is kept in the country and blah, blah, blah. Yet the authorities or the prosecution or the judge is refusing to grant him bail. So we'll be following that story very, very closely. Well, somebody said that he was going to commit a crime, and maybe they are smelling something from that. We're not very sure. But wherever you are, it is STARR Radio UK. Now, we've been talking about the arson of the INEC offices, the burn down of INEC offices, and some have alluded that it was the IPOB, lots of it. That's what they've been alluding to. So now that the what do you call the human rights lawyer, that's Femi Falana, is saying that, well, the security agencies are the ones who are undertaking such criminal activity, How has the security agencies themselves taken it, and how has Nigeria as a whole are taking that as well?
Well, remember again, this is now coming from the angle of a senior advocate of Nigeria and a human right. In the last couple of weeks, we have actually been discussing, the issues surrounding, this particular, upcoming election. That is, if it's going to happen at all. But again, this morning, the headline is actually coming, from one of the senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana. And what is it actually saying? We're going to go into that, this morning as the government continue to say that election will hold, even though a lot of Nigerians are becoming a little bit worried, with the spark of, the insecurity across every part of Nigeria today. The human rights lawyer says security agency must now put an end to the continuous attack on the INEC facility. Yesterday, INEC was actually telling us that, it would take some time, to rectify some of these buildings, even though not sensitive materials are there, but these buildings are meant to be available, towards the election that is coming as well. But as one that the 2023 elections might now be sabotaged by anti-democratic forces if security agencies fail to put an end to the continuous attack on the facilities. The IG, are pointing fingers on some certain groups of people, but let us also remember that some of the states as well are pointing finger at the opposition party that they are trying to destabilize so that the numbers of their vote will not be able to counter theirs as well. So if you take a look at, some of the issues, especially now that we have almost 3 different ethnic groups that are fighting for this election, one from the southeast, one from the southwest, and one from the northern part of the country. So it's not about the game of the numbers as it has always been, that one particular group among them is pushing against the agenda to destroy the other one as well. And this is why, the senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, who spoke in a statement titled Hot Official Sabotage of 2023 General Election, said that violent attacks been carried out by suspected arsonists pose serious security threat to the next year election.
Well, listeners, it is STARR Radio UK. Now, interesting, we're following it very, very closely. But the question that I'm asking this morning is, now, do you think that the election timetable will be upheld? Or there's going to be, as we saw in previous elections, postponement and postponement? Because if you're talking about areas where the offices has been destroyed by fire, so arson there, when are they going to control those offices? And then where are they going to bring all the necessary logistics for the election to take place in those places? What is going to happen? What do you think?
Well, I think that whether INEC, would have what it takes, to build back, these facilities in time, we will have to wait and see. They might have to prepare, some other contingency plan, against, some of these, atrocities. But the question is that should we remain, how things are presently? It will take some time because, we're talking about buildings. It's not just one building now. We're talking about multiple buildings that have been attacked both across the country. And again, do we have the time frame, especially that we have almost 60 days or less, before the 2023 general election?
Okay. Listeners, it is STARR Radio UK. It is your favorite African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let me read some of the comments that have come through, and then we'll go back to Yomi once again. And Karunwi says, good morning, Mr. Archie. God bless Yoruba Nation and protect the land. May God do that for us. So the Onakunle says, please let Ekuremadu enjoy his Christmas in jail. I am sure he loves where he is, just like he loved human harvest. Oh my goodness. Well. That's what you think. Well, what do you think about that? Keep your comments coming through, and I promise you one thing for sure. We will be looking into that. But Yomi, now one other story that we're looking at that was yesterday, pertaining to the arrest, the alleged attempted arrest of the CBN, the governor of the CBN, and the fact that it's not going to come. The High Court ruled that they shouldn't come on. Now, cash withdrawal limit. Have people federal government is making fresh announcement on public accounts. So they're trying to still. So it looks like the federal government is supporting the governor.
Sorry, can you repeat that again?
I was saying that with all that is going on pertaining to
the cash,
the governor of the
central bank, yeah. The central bank, issue is not going anywhere yet. Even though it seems that the government is trying to protect, the office, probably not the person, but because the office itself, is a very, very important role. So the government is using every opportunity, to protect. But the question is that element of truth, to some of these alleged allegations that is actually now being propelled against, the CBN, that President Muhammadu Buhari has actually given a full backing, to Governor Emefiele, the central bank, governor as well. But Justice Toso has again kicks as DSS files motion to arrest Emefiele for terrorism financing and economic sabotage. These are very serious allegations, should there be evidence to that. But the judge said that the DSS did not supply evidence indicating President Muhammadu Buhari's approval before filing the salacious and uncorroborated allegations in the court. So again, Justice John Toso of the Federal High Court has slammed, the DSS for filing a motion to arrest CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele without following the proper procedure.
Okay, let's see what happens. Well, is it that government is just supporting somebody who is a criminal? That's what some people will be thinking. Or maybe they are doing the right thing. And maybe the DSS will come back tomorrow morning and say, we are going to arrest him because we think that we're not going to obey or abide by the rules of the courts. Who knows what is going to happen? By this STARR Radio UK, Zola Nikoike in our North London studios. I'm Archie here in the South studios, and we're bringing you updates from Nigeria. Let's go back to Yomi for the rest of the stories making the rounds. Over to you, Yomi.
Because the Wednesday edition, we're just going to touch quickly on some of the few other headlines, take us straight to the social media, and then later on tonight on Niger Voices, we would have a lot more to discuss regarding, the Super Rally and all other activities, with the ongoing election in Nigeria campaign, and likewise as more Nigerians are becoming more understanding their right to self-determination, that probably maybe about 3 years ago, not everybody thought, people like the Yorubas, indigenous people, the Biafra and the Arewa and the Middle Belt, will be demanding their right out of Nigeria. So let's take you straight to more other headline coming this morning on STARR Radio UK. The Senate has confirmed Buhari's aide on ARCHIE as the NDDC chairperson as well. Again, a teenager nabbed for traffic robbery in Lagos. Lamentation continue as Ogun State workers await November salary, thus we discussed yesterday as well. Donyo Kukwe has finally resigned as the DG to Peter Obi campaign after money laundering conviction as well is coming from the headline. Taraba Assembly elect a new speaker, and coalition EFCC spar over arrest of Yaya Bello's nephew for 10 billion naira fraud. 5 people have been docked for assaulting the NAFDAC officer, and also a man begged Sharia court to recover 38,500 naira from tomato seller. Also, police vow to deal with troublesome Kogi youth and politicians as well. So let's take us straight now to the social media this morning. Once again, let's look at what is trending this morning. Fashola is actually trending. I'm not sure why. Twitter NG, which is Twitter Nigeria, is trending, and it would be nice to see why that is actually, trending, because I'm not sure, what is around that trending this morning. I'm trying to look for something reasonable for the right is trending, but so far, nothing fantastic, but probably maybe a reminder that Twitter is one of the most used method of communication in Nigeria by a lot of Nigerians as well. Shetima is actually trending, and I can tell you the reason why. Yesterday, a video popped up where, it seems, okay, let me read what comes out of it as well. The APC presidential candidate, Bola Tinubu, and his running mate, Shetima, interacting with a person living with disability during their parley person with the living with disability. But we now saw that Shettima actually passed what looks like I'm not sure whether it's a dollar or note in the Nigerian currency to their security, and that was passed through to the back, given to Tinubu, and Tinubu was actually presenting the money to this person. Whether this is something that should have been done, in the midst of cameras, or probably, but right there and there in front of me, Tinubu was actually handing over the money to the person, with disability. Again, there will be a lot before, the election itself, should that be, what it is. So that is actually trending. Tinubu and Shettima were caught on camera sharing bundles of Naira notes. The look on Shettima's eyes shows he didn't want to be seen doing that. So you can see that it was actually, I'll try and get the, the image on later on tonight for those that are watching us so that you'll be able to see, what it looks like. But again, this is, what the politician does best in terms of, manipulating, the minds of our people. So that is about it this morning, due to time factor, as we have to go to the PMQ at about 12 p.m. on Star Radio UK. I'll come back to you now, Mr. Archie.
Well, listeners, it is Star Radio UK. Mr. Lai, we're going to keep on going through the updates from Nigeria. But as he said, this evening exactly at 18 hours GMT. Or if you're in Nigeria, it's GMT +1. Yes, the Niger Voices will be coming your way. You want to have all the time to discuss everything, and that is a platform to be on. And that will be taking place exactly at 18 hours GMT. Yami, thank you very much. Before you go.
Well, tonight we will now focus more now on the outgoing, super rally that is going on in Nigeria, which is very, very important for the right to self-determination. We will also be reviewing, what next, for those, that are still thinking that, Nigeria is still going to be a country that will fulfill. Yesterday, I was reviewing Tanzania. They actually made more money selling goat during this World Cup to Qatar, as they are one of the highest seller in terms of export of goat into Qatar. So they actually increased their price, and they also put through more goat that was being used, in terms of a meal in the football for 1 month. Qatar is about 61 million. The Yorubas are saying that with the same population and number, we could have done better than Qatar. But this morning, an average Nigerian does not understand some of the reason why production of produce that is going to be used outside is more needed. Who could have think that Qatar, is doing good business with Tanzania when it comes to goat buying?
See? Well, a lot more going to be coming your way on Niger Voices. We can grow goats like no man's business and sell them, but we're not taking advantage of that. But who knows? All right, Yami, have a lovely day, and then we'll catch up later.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Well, listeners, that has been Mr. Olaimiko bringing you updates from.
And that's about it. I say good morning and welcome to, where we talk about everything. So I'm going to start bringing my images back to me. And I have something to share with us this morning. I just send this in, and it's good we'll talk about it. People, what's up with Eluvi, Ori Mama for Lojojubo, Lori Orokoiki, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ gbé gbogbo àwọn cameras wa padà sẹ́yìn so that àwọn èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ wa lè follow conversation yẹn properly. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí èmi ọmọ yín náà ni àbúrò yín tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí Koiki Media. Let's bring it here. While I was doing the Star Radio, I got something that I'm going to share with us as well. Let me adjust everything properly. Our monitoring spirit pọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation yìí. So they are now becoming concerned, especially pẹ̀lú Koiki Media pé ọ̀bọ̀ yìí. I'm going to read what somebody sent to me while I was running the program. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, and let's say good morning. We'll probably do some bit of conversation so ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn make sure pé gbogbo àwọn phones wa wà in charging mode so èèyàn lè fún wa ní edge láti lè sọ̀rọ̀ dáadáa so that nǹkan kan ní disturb wa because àfẹ́ kí nǹkan kan disturb wa tàbá ti. Thank you for the message sent out by Dr. Adeyemo. Okay, Ekara Princess. While I was running the Star Radio just now, ìyàwó concerned inú group kan ni wọ́n ti discuss gbogbo eléyìí. Kò oríṣiríṣi group lọ wá wọ́n pe group yẹn ní Yoruba Nation Leadership. I'm not sure whether I'm in there because sometimes I'm in different groups and I don't know, But this is what number to send the information here. Mo ti post sórí social media ẹ̀rí lórí platform wa but number is +234 702 092 2905 and this is the message that came with it because wọ́n send message yẹn sí mi. Any Koiki have used Yoruba Nation struggle to establish its empire. Koiki Media. Mega Rally is the source of its income. IG, sales of shirts, flags, caps of Yoruba Nation. Lakoko, I don't sell caps, I don't sell t-shirts, but I do sell flags, which is very good because it helps the movement. Only he wouldn't want a sudden end to his income. Leave Koiki, his case will be turned out of that other one in Germany, Yeye Rada Rada, Ontunbu Yeye Dara, Yeni. T and soy. Ma pe number yẹn jáde fún yín padà again. Lastly, let it be known, we all love CSI equally as everybody else, but please don't turn CSI to Jagaban of Yoruba land. That will not be tolerated. Our allegiance have to be for Yoruba people and the Yoruba land. I hope you get the message. This is what somebody. This is nínú gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ wà ní gbogbo tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ lójoojúmọ́ in táwọn yẹn ń discuss lórí platform wọn nìyẹn. Good morning, Just Reason. The person says, and I quote again, number tí ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, I don't know wherever they are in the world, anyway, bí ó wà Nigeria, but number is +234 702 092 2905, and I'm sure they are probably looking at. Boy, ó ti kúrò nínú ibìkan ló wà nísìn. So to them now, Koiki Empire is growing and they are not happy. But Koiki is making effort to make sure that the Yoruba people leave Nigeria using his empire. And that is something that is concerned. TVC wà ń bẹ̀ kò sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation. Channels Television wà ń bẹ̀ kò sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation. Àwọn channels olótú wà ń bẹ̀. Arise. At least these are the three major players in Nigeria. And none of them is using their platform. Imagine their big station. Tí gbogbo yín máa ń wò wọ́n lórí DSTV. And this is what they are. Ní gbogbo pé à ń sọ pé ká lọ nínú Nigeria. In táwọn discuss in the group here. I don't know whether it's everybody in the group, but this is the message that was sent to me. And you can see that we have a lot of people. They are Yoruba people. I keep telling you, they are scared of the Koiki Media because ọmọ pé Koiki Media nìkan pé 24/7 Yoruba Nation kò kúrò lẹ́yìn. Mo ti jí láti mo fẹ́ ṣe program láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ but mo realize that people wanted to talk to me and I have to leave. Ibi bá mo jókòó sí for 3 hours. 3 good hours. People were calling in, messages, I was going through them because tá bá ti ṣe program ẹ mọ̀ kó máa gba time. So I left this morning. So what they are now worried is, hey, bọ̀bọ́ yìí máa fi mí díẹ̀, ó máa fi liberate Nigeria o. Irú ẹni yẹn nísìn should not be part of a movement, but ó wà nínú yàrá mẹ́rin nísìn. Gbogbo tó ń rí nísìn ni pé if you check in well, maybe his younger sister is working as a POS agent and probably is working as a fuel attendant. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So gbogbo tó rí nísìn ni pé Koiki ó ti ṣe empire lójú ààrẹ empire ní bíbá. You can see the mentality and the myopic thinking of our people. Is that going to stop us? And waste time around yín. Wọ́n sọ fún yín pé lórí ìrìn àjò yìí èmi ò mọ platform mi Koiki he will finish this job using his media. Now let's talk about number one out of the 3 things to mention. I don't sell t-shirt èmi kọ́ ni mò ń ta t-shirt àwọn tó ń pín t-shirt àwọn tó ń send ẹ̀ sí wa ni pé Koiki ẹ bá wa pín wọ́n send 1,000 t-shirt kò wà enough kódà ibi tí a record ẹ̀ dé gbogbo àwọn tá a fún ní t-shirt yẹn mo ti send ẹ̀ sáwọn tí wọ́n fún wa ní t-shirt yẹn because of transparency because àwa kọ́ la ṣe. I actually sent the list. They didn't ask me. Now let's talk about the flags. Hey, imagine pé tí platform wa bá ṣe flag kí lẹ rò pé máa ma ṣẹlẹ̀ tí àwọn images tá à ń rí ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá in the last 6 months because ọ̀rọ̀ flag yẹn ká tẹ̀ sọ pé yes ó ti fẹ́ tó 6 months tí bá get it right or ká sọ pé 5 months or 4 months láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe flag kí lẹ fi pé with the flag tí gbogbo wa ń wò yẹn but this is how people think ní gbogbo tó wà káàkiri nísìn ìtẹ́nìyẹn rí ni pé tẹ́lẹ̀ èèyàn àǹtí mi sọ fún mi wọ́n nìkan ní àpé mo change chair mi eléyìí ní sí sọ pé mo Koiki ti fi Yorùbá nation ó ti fi build empire. We have a lot of people that have problems. Ọmọ tán pè Koiki tẹ́lẹ̀ ni tó wẹ́ pẹ́ mọ̀ mi tẹ́lẹ̀ ni ẹni máa sọ yẹn. Adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run. I will say more than that. Okay, wọ́n ní sticker wa ti ready. A ní kó ṣe 10,000 sticker. Wọ́n ti send the message sí mi. Morning sir, work is ready. What next? 10,000 sticker ti ready. Màá lé gbogbo yín léré. Mo sọ fún gbogbo yín. Àti fún ní airtime free airtime lórí Koiki Media tí wọ́n sanwó fún lórí tó bá fi lọ sí Sky News nísìn àti fún ní airtime 10,000 sticker ó ti send ẹ̀ sí mi àwọn lọ wọ́n máa deliver sí Ìbàdàn ó máa dé Ìbàdàn lẹ́nu tí mọ̀ nǹkan kan ẹ sáré pẹ́ńpẹ́ń politician àwọn èèyàn wa máa ní ìgboyà ọmọ máa question yín direct to direct níbi tá à ń bá lọ nísìn èmi kí n dúró fún mọ́ instruction tó fún mi yẹn kò tí ì tẹ́ mi lọ́rùn tó mo fẹ́ kọ́ fún mi ní ààyè kí n sọ̀rọ̀ pé kí n sọ pé àwọn kankan báyìí ìyẹn lèmi dúró dè nísìn ẹ ṣáà jẹ́ ká pàdé lọ́la á sun sílé lọ́la o ẹni tó bá ń bọ̀ a máa ṣàìsùn ní Ọ̀yọ́ town ni ìjọ kan lọ́sì sọ pé a máa sùn but I don't know whether we can extend it. My prayer is we can extend it and it takes off from there. Ara orókùn ara ọ̀rọ̀ adìyẹ lọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ nítorí pé àwọn kan sì ń ráyè ṣe patí tó jẹ́ àwọn politician wọ́n sì ń campaign wọ́n sì ń lọ mo nígbà tá a bá ti di pé gbogbo ẹ bá dí tí ọ̀nà dí and we grateful to every one of you. Time wọ́n la sùn lánàá a ṣe program lánàá àbí títí di 12 by 6 àtúntò jí meeting point very good àwọn omíyalé tẹ̀ pè mí mo ní láti pè mo ní máa pè padà àyè tó tó wà lórí ṣe máa pè alága the meeting point yẹn wà very very important mo ń bọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ àwọn òbí àmúlẹ̀ get alága sórí call yìí orí live show yìí so sticker wa ti ready 10,000 ni mo ní kó ṣe agbára Ọlọ́run wọn kò bọ̀ ní rally lọ́la excuse me 10,000. àwọn irú politician àyà wọn ti ń já àwọn ọmọ Ìgbòho tí ì dé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ń dára Ìgbòho kò tí ì dé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ bàbá Akíntóyè àwọn ọmọ ìyá Onítìrì à ń dára nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà yẹn sọ fún wọn pé no retreat no surrender ni mo sọ fún yín tó bá gbé wá ní nílé a máa authorize lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ àwọn tó máa ta ẹ̀yẹn ṣáà instruction ẹ̀yìn tẹ̀ ń lọ yẹn ẹ̀ ṣáà máa listen sí instruction don't get carried away ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ pé security nìyẹn wà vigilant iṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ ni pé kò wà vigilant káwọn hoodlums máa wà àárín wa that's all àwọn mẹ́sàn-án ló ń lọ lọ́la tó jẹ́ Koiki Media tó máa wà ní different position la máa fi wọ́n sí wọ́n ní wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn mo ti fún wọn ní instruction yẹn ẹ máa rí images from different places mo sọ fún yín ẹ rò pé à ń ṣeré ni ẹ rò pé mídíà tèmi a náà máa sọ̀kalẹ̀ sí inú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ jẹ́ ń palága ẹ wá lè fún mi ní information tá a ní láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ kọ̀tà àwọn èèyàn ti ń béèrè pé níbo ni ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀ adúgbò lọ́wọ́ yín a ti release 500,000 ta raise lórí platform wa mo ti send ẹ̀ sí àwọn tí ó yẹ kó dọ́dọ̀ wọn wọn àmọ́ tó yẹ kó fi ṣe ní the right thing mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wa èyí tó bá dẹ̀ wọlé tó bá kù àti ìjà sí oríṣiríṣi kọ́ọ̀lù tí ń wọlé bàbá Kóìkì ẹjọ́ ẹ má gbàgbé àwa náà we are trying our best ok alága busy ẹ pé deputy wọn mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí I'll open my phone line briefly but I'm not gonna stay because mo ṣe ń padà bọ̀ lórí Star Radio nírọ̀lẹ́ so but I'll open my phone line for those of you that have mo ti tan wifi yẹn padà mo get àwọn méjèèjì but definitely àwọn kan máa fi gbéra láti soka but I need to confirm that but mo àwọn mi yàlẹ́ máa gbéra láti soka but point ààrẹ yẹn gangan ní Ọ̀yọ́ town làwọn èèyàn fi mọ̀ nísìnyí ok jẹ́ ń pé Òmíyọ̀ padà kò sọ́dà ń pé Òmíyọ̀ ti wà ní ohun ti wà ní Ìbàdàn nígbà tí mo bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ láàárọ̀ láìní ọ̀tẹ̀ clear ẹ jẹ́ ń pé Òmíyọ̀ padà wọ́n á lè fún mi ní information tí mo need yẹn. Ẹ káwọ̀ sórí ètò gbogbo ìmọ̀ kí no retreat no surrender láwà nínú ẹ̀ lè ṣe tí network gbogbo wọn connect báyìí ok mo bá jẹ́ ń pé àwọn staff ti tọ̀gbẹ̀ tí wọ́n kọ́ pé Òmíyọ̀ direct lórí true call àbí normal call ẹ̀ la máa pẹ́ akópalẹ̀ mọ́ wa táwọn travel lọ́la àwọn kan lọ lálẹ́ yìí gbogbo bí kébi tó kálukú ti máa gbéra ọlọ́mọ àfìṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ yín but anybody tó ọlọ́pàá bá dá dúró lọ́nà ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ká mọ̀ ó wà very very important. mo kí gbogbo ọlẹ́ nǹkan sí yeah as you dey do e dey pain them for papa prepare for super rally ẹ̀rọ pọ́lé ni mò ń ṣe ni wọ́n sọ fún mi pé èmi ò ṣeré ilẹ̀ tí rí ìsàlẹ̀ gangan láti máa dáhùn kò gbogbo ilé tẹ̀ ń tán pariwo pé Koiki Media empire ṣé empire yẹn ni empire lẹ̀ ń bínú sí kí ló ṣe gbogbo nẹ́tíwọ̀kì tó connect báyìí. ọ̀rọ̀ jẹ́ n try lómi. àdẹ̀dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ìyá wa gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń tọwọ́ bá pò. pé ọ̀nà che kẹ́ pé Òmíyọ̀ mo need the location bí táwọn èèyàn máa tó ti máa pàdé ní Ọ̀yọ́ town send message yẹn sí mi padà ASAP ẹ try láti get Òmíyọ̀ ti wà ní Ìbàdàn mo ti try 9 line kò lọ so tó bá get Òmíyọ̀ máa send number méjì kan sí ẹ nísìn náà so kẹ́ pé number yẹn kẹ́ ní pé Koiki ní kọ́ fún yín ní ibo gangan ní Ọ̀yọ́ town ni àwọn èèyàn ti máa pàdé because àwọn èèyàn ti ń béèrè lórí platform mo wà live báyìí nísìn mo need information ASAP. Now we're back here as well so bó kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan ṣe ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn wa balẹ̀ a lè má rí irú àwọn tí just reason ti ní kí n má fún anybody ní airtime bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mọ́ so let's open our phone line and let's discuss ṣẹ̀rí right yẹn gangan right tí wọ́n fi jẹ́ kẹ́ níyẹn òun làwa ti ṣàlàyé fún yín ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá ti mọ̀ pé nǹkan báyìí lẹ̀ tọ́ mi it is very easy to argue ìyẹn la ṣe sọ pé ẹ má tọ́jà because àwọn náà máa sọ fún wa pé ta bá tọ́jà wọ́n máa sọ fún ìjọba àgbáyé pé àwa la kọ́kọ́ tọ́jà but ìjọba àgbáyé expect pé tó bá ti tọ́ yín ẹ̀yin náà ní right to defend yourself but ẹ̀yin ẹ má tọ́ wọn níjà mo kí yín láti lọrin ẹ má tọ́ wọn níjà rárá but we will tell them that ọmọ ọkọ ni wá. There's so many people tó ń ṣe nǹkan mi tá a mọ̀ tó yẹ pé reaction ló ń dúró dè pé kókó react ni ó máa dàbí virus ni ó máa lọ popopopo ẹ mọ̀ gba COVID ta ló mọ̀ gbà tí COVID bẹ̀rẹ̀ I think COVID started in November 2019 because mo rántí pé mom see me was on her way back from Dubai 2019 ó dà pé December 10 ni nígbà táwọn máa fi dé bó ṣe ń dé báyìí ní gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ COVID ẹ wo bó ṣe ṣe gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ lockdown yẹn táwọn èèyàn ṣì ń gbọ́ wa lórí Instagram because kọ́ọ̀tù kan wọlé kàn disturb. So if anybody is thinking that this movement it is not going further it is stuck it is this it is that because they know bàbá tó ń pè àjọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 3 years ago ni bàbá tó ń pè owó tó ti ná lórí pé wọ́n ń gbọ́ Yorùbá nation ọlọ́lọ́mọ ìtọ́ wọ́n lè àkáǹtì fún bó ṣe wà yìí ẹgbọ́n sókè mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ kú ṣẹ́gun.
àwa nìyẹn.
máa mú adé kìí o.
ẹ̀rọ bá ń ṣeré ni dánwò ló bí yọkẹrẹ ó kù díẹ̀ ni ẹni tó bá ṣáà lọ mo ń gbọ́ yín mo ń gbọ́ yín sà.
ẹ mọ̀ kẹ́kẹ́ bá a mójútó ẹ wò ó ìrìn àjò sátọ̀dé lásátọ̀dé yẹn kò ní sí fún wa ẹgbẹ́ ìṣàánú wa a lè pàdé ní ìtàkéjì wọ́n fẹ́ ká máa padà lọ sí kótó tí ò bá sí pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ mọ́tò sìmẹ́ǹtì mọ́tò kiri ni wọ́n fi kó wọn.
mo abẹ gbogbo kò ní sí ìyẹn la ṣe ní káwọn èèyàn ẹni mo ti yé mi there is always a review.
ohun tó mi fẹ́ sọ ni pé tó bá yẹ pé ọ̀dọ́ la máa wà.
No, Ọ̀yọ́ la máa wà. Ọ̀yọ́ la máa wà. Ẹ má tún dárúkọ Ìbàdàn, Ọ̀yọ́ ló sọ pé a máa wà. Ọ̀yọ́ la máa dúró sí. Ọ̀yọ́ la máa dúró sí ẹ̀. Ọ̀yọ́ la máa dúró sí. Ọ̀yọ́ la máa dúró sí lágbára Ọlọ́run according to what they say. No sound on Instagram. Kọ́ọ̀tù wọlé sórí ẹ̀. All right, ẹ ṣé gan ni. All right. Mayor ti pè mí nísìn but mo reason tí kò ṣe wọlé. Jẹ́ ń pè kí ni kí ló sọ. Network yẹn nígbà mi. Wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ̀tọ́ yín ni ẹ̀yin expect àwọn influencer yín nílé kí ló sọ òye mẹ́yàn ń pè mí sọ pé network mo mọ tó rí tó ṣe connect ó ń pè mí bọ̀ kò kàn lónìí.
mo ń try láti pe Nigeria number wọn wọ́n ti pick up mo ń try láti pè wọ́n ti pick tó bá pick máa jẹ́ kẹ́ mọ̀ sí.
ó tẹ̀ ń pè mí gan sẹ́ but mo mọ okay alright ó ń pè mí náà but I don't know why it's not connecting. Ẹ̀rù ti wà lórí fóònù yìí ǹjẹ́ ń pè lórí laptop padà ìyẹn dẹ̀ máa ń pick quickly mu àmọ́ reason tí kò dẹ̀ ṣe wá pick tó di táwọn ń pera wa back and forth yìí kọ̀sọ̀ ló máa lè fún mi ní clear picture. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àárẹ̀wọ̀jà ní gbogbo yẹn má dà lọ́rùn tí bá sọ fẹ́ ni ẹni sìn pé kó wá bá Koiki Media ṣiṣẹ́ ní sinmi àwọn àdùn nítorí ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ mọ̀ pé ìṣẹ́ pọ̀ nílé so tí Nàìjíríà dá sílẹ̀ nìyẹn so àwọn nǹkan kéékèèké tó jà wá lójú òun ló máa ń jà àwọn èèyàn lójú Tinubu tó jí gbogbo owó yín tó fi ṣe TVC ẹ lọ fọ́gò mọ́ lórí inú pálọ̀ mi tẹ́mi fi rọra ń ṣe tara ń bá yín ṣe yìí òun lè ń sọ pé empire tó bá mọ tán pè ní empire ni òmọ tán pè ní empire ni alright let's just continue because so bí ṣe ń sọ lọ ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn tí a ti expose we have actually exposed a lot and it is difficult now because the politicians are becoming concerned ẹ ti ẹ wo Bob D nísìn kò rí tí yín rò báyìí nísìn wọnú mọ́tò ẹ̀rí òun àti Adeleke Bob D ẹ̀rí you think they care about you they don't care about you ẹ̀rí wọn ẹ̀gbọ́n àtàbúrò ṣẹ̀rí náà ṣé àwọn méjèèjì oníṣẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá. So honored to have my dear friend and brother Governor Ademola Jackson Adeleke for the Ovation Carol ní 2022 and my 38th wedding anniversary. Ẹ mọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá tó jẹ́ journalist tó bá yín dá sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation tó dákẹ́ tó ọ̀tẹ̀ ní kankan ṣe tẹ́pọ̀ tún bú wa ni. Because ibẹ̀ làwọn inú kòkó orúkálukú ló mọ nǹkan tó ń jẹ lọ́dọ̀ àwọn politician. So tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ politician máa sọ fún wọn pé kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé politician lè sọ fún mi nísìnyí pé kí ló dé tí mo sọ Yorùbá Nation because wọ́n rẹ́ anything láti lo against me pé Koiki ìwọ tó wà lórí payroll wa ó ṣe wá jẹ́ ìwọ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation politician ò lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So they are not going to come and talk to people like us because our way against nǹkan ṣe à ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Ẹ kàrọ̀ Mr. Bamini láti US.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
TVC tẹ́sán yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Jẹ́ kí n rántí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ yìí.
Okay.
TVC yẹn sà, a máa reclaim yẹn náà.
Yẹn máa
Because property Yorùbá ni. Mi olórí burúkú yẹn ló lọ fi ṣe TVC. Ó ní ilé bíi 5 nínú ẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Gbogbo ibi tó yẹ kọ́ dà pọ́n níbi bí Lasco Tech àbí kankan ló wà ní gbogbo bẹ̀yìn I don't know, I'm not too sure.
No, Lasco Tech ni kò ṣe pé bóyá Lasco Tech Lagos State Polytechnic ti Ketu nìyẹn. Ìkọ́ wà kúrò. I think ìkọ́ náà ó dàbí pé wà ní Jibowu or something like that ọ̀tọ́rí ìyẹn lèmi lọ. So a máa reclaim yẹn náà property Yorùbá ni.
Hello, sir, great boss. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ gbogbo lé wọ́n ti rí wọn pé
nínú TVC yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Ilé 5 lòun nìkan ní nínú ẹ̀.
Can you imagine?
I'm telling you the facts. Nítorí ibẹ̀ làwọn ti máa ń gbá bọ́ọ̀lù tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ní ìrọ̀lẹ́.
Nàìjíríà. Wọ́n ti suck blood àwọn yẹn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ìkòsí ibẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn máa ń lọ ní skul yẹn tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Now kò sí polytechnic níbẹ̀ wọn táwọn ọmọ anybody lè lọ gbogbo bẹ́ẹ̀. Ó bá láyé ni náà ó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ láyé ni wá claim ẹ̀ fúnra ẹ̀ ó tà fúnra ẹ̀. A lot of property of Yorùbá land there. Tó bá jẹ́ ó ṣeéṣe kó ta airport fúnra rẹ̀ ni ó máa ti ta fúnra rẹ̀.
Tó bá dé position yẹn ìyà tó máa tún fi ọmọ Yorùbá jẹ àwọn èèyàn tí understand ó dà pé àwọn èèyàn fi sentiment sí.
Muritala international airport kó tà fúnra rẹ̀ ó máa tà fúnra rẹ̀ ká ṣe sí ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀ fúnra ẹ̀. Extent tí máa nìyẹn ń lọ nìyẹn ó fẹ́ ra gbogbo ìhó Yorùbá land fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ kó tó àwọn òkè ní wò níran kó dé stage.
ìyẹn làwọn èèyàn ṣe ń sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà pín because olúkálukú tó ń jẹ nínú ẹ̀ left and right so wọ́n fẹ́ kẹ́ ní ọ̀fẹ́ yẹ kẹ́ ní fair system justice rule of law institution because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí gbogbo kíní ẹ bá ok ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ wo news tí mo kà láàárọ̀ yìí nísìnyí ẹ wo ike kéré máa dùbò ṣe lágbára tó kọ́ọ̀tù náà wọn lè fi sílẹ̀ pé flight risk ni intern sọ fún ẹ̀ńtẹ́ wà lé nìyẹn àwọn people yìí they are nothing ẹ ò imagine pé tó bá yẹ pé Nàìjíríà ní kékeré máa dùn wá ẹ tẹ̀ ní gbọ́dọ̀ kéèsì yẹn wá gbadànù sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ni kọ́ọ̀tù náà ó máa pé kò ní sẹ́wọ̀n yẹn á kù díẹ̀ because tí Britain bá ti rí nǹkan mú lọ́wọ́ ẹ wọ́n máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tó díẹ̀ ni.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
So.
Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní kí wọ́n fi Nnamdi Kanu sílẹ̀ wọ́n náà kò ní filẹ̀. Ṣé ìlú nìyẹn ibẹ̀ rẹ̀ kó ti yé wọn pé we are not in country anymore àwọn Haúsá ló ní ìlú yẹn nìyẹn. Haúsá bá ti láwọn ò lè fi sílẹ̀ dájú àwọn ló ní ìlú nìyẹn that country is not for the rest of people. Àná mo try láti pè wọlé láti contribute sí.
Okay ó busy lánàá.
Tí man kan sọ̀rọ̀ nípa pipeline àwọn ibi tó ti pa pé kíní depo
ní àpáta.
Ní àpáta, so mo try láti pè wọlé lánàá kí n kàn tiẹ̀ contribute because èmi ṣiṣẹ́ ní fún Alibọ́tì ní America.
Oh, okay.
So kí n tó ní now mo operate mo ní authority tèmi sìn ni mo ní trucking company ara mi sìn.
Wow. ṣẹgbọ́ ara nǹkan táwọn èèyàn wá ń ṣe níta kí ló pọ̀ jù tá a lè wá ṣe irúkọ báyìí.
diesel engine ni mo rí. Mo tún ṣe parí IT ní oṣù yìí kan ni mo ṣe fi ṣe final exam.
So ẹ bá mi ṣàlàyé fáwọn ọ̀dọ́ wa tó wà nílé ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ fi going to túmọ̀ títí irú iṣẹ́ tẹ̀yìn ṣe yẹn dádì àbí ẹ̀gbọ́n mi àbọ̀ ń kú. Ǹjẹ́ a lè ṣe irú ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tí sísítẹ́ẹ̀mù bá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ bá wa ṣàlàyé.
I'm bringing that system nǹkan torí ẹ̀ mo yẹ pè é lánàá. I'm bringing that system into Yorùbá land. Jẹ́rí a ní nǹkan kan tá à ń pè ní DOT àtúwálé DOTV. That is department mi ìfẹ́ kò yẹ ká sọ kí ní lórí afẹ́fẹ́.
ẹ má ká sọ ńgbà ẹ má ká sọ púpọ̀ ńbẹ ẹ kò bá wa máa yín àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ má sọ gbogbo ẹ. So interpreting fẹ́ fàyọ̀ nísìn ni pé ẹ wà l'Amẹ́ríkà yìí nísìn kí ló dé tí intern ṣe yẹn tí ó fi ń work ẹ kò fún wa ní brief díẹ̀ because ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ tó wà ń lérò pé ó dìgbà tá a bá lọ ṣe politics la máa rí owó ṣé inú politics nìkan lówó wà l'Amẹ́ríkà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
It's not only politics, and I'm not a politician. Irú bí ṣe wà certificate mẹ́rin lásán lè fi kàn ní. Mo ní diesel technology associate. Mo tún ṣe parí science technology.
Diesel technology. Mo tẹ̀ gbọ́ yẹn rí.
So mo tún ní license láti gbé epo. So kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? Kò sí kan tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ṣe.
Ìyẹn ní Amẹ́ríkà. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ má bínú èmi á fẹ́ máa bí lọ́rọ̀ ẹ lè má náà lọ nísìn táìmù ò dẹ̀ sí. Ṣé ẹ wá ń bribe àwọn èèyàn kẹ́ tó rí gbogbo àwọn kìíní yìí ṣe? Ṣé ẹ máa ń bribe àwọn.
I don't bribe anybody. You have to follow the rules of law and make sure you have all the documents they requested. Have all the documents they requested. Go straight. Once your FBI fingerprint. Everybody to bá fẹ́ máa.
So tí bá sọ pé so that means pé tí bá ń sọ ní gbogbo wa pé àwọn òyìnbó gba fingerprint mi sọ báwa náà bá gba gbogbo fingerprint àwọn tó fẹ́ wọ ọ̀dọ̀ wa kò ń ṣe tó bad rárá.
Kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó bad.
Okay.
Anybody, any truck tanker, any tanker driver tó bá máa gbé epo nígbà tí Yorùbá bá dúró tán then a gbọ́dọ̀ gba fingerprint ẹ̀. We want to know his background.
Kó má kọ̀ jẹ́ terrorist ló tẹ̀ ń gbépo tó ń da táǹkì mọ́lẹ̀.
Kó má jẹ́ terrorist tó lọ́ mú ọmọ dà nǹkan tí mò ń suggest ni ó di ẹlẹ́kẹta nínú oṣù yìí. Tí táǹkà máa ń ṣubú wọ́n lè mọ̀ máa tẹ̀ta àwọn pípẹ́ yẹn sínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá kó máa jó ilé wọn lọ kó máa jó gbogbo nǹkan kó máa jí sọ̀rọ̀.
Wow.
I'm telling you, motivate sọ fún yín láti èyí tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní last week kó tó di pé last one yìí ṣẹlẹ̀. Ipe these people they set those people inside Yorùbá land. Wọ́n lè destroy Yorùbá bẹ́ẹ̀ torí pé wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn ń jẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
ẹ má wá parọ́ nkú mi o ẹ má parọ́ ṣé Kóìkì ló ń dá wàhálà lẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ni àbí báwo.
Kóìkì kan ló ń dá wàhálà lẹ̀ Kóìkì gan ló ń làwọn èèyàn lójú. Kóìkì ló ń làwọn èèyàn lójú ẹ bá tọ́ra láti sọ fún àwọn kẹ́rí ẹbí lẹ́yìn máa ń sọ pé àwọn mídíà gbọ́lẹ̀ kájà àwọn èèyàn mọ̀jú kájà lọ. But you are encouraging people ẹ tún lọ ẹ tún ṣe dictionary kìíní fáwọn ẹ bó tiẹ̀ jẹ́ pé àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan mọ ìtumọ̀ ẹ tún gbé jẹ̀jẹ̀ pé nǹkan mọ̀ ẹ tún mọ̀ tún go into details ẹ tún spread ẹ tún jẹ́ kó understand that word of that English. Ìgbà mi ìbàjẹ́ bá wà lórí ètò èyí tèmi gan ò bá mọ̀ tẹ́ bá ti sọ màá ní èmi náà tún sáré wò lórí fóònù mi. Easily anywhere téèyàn bá wà ó yẹ kó lè access Google nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kó access Google sórí fóònù ẹ̀ kó wo anything tó bá fẹ́ wò bọ̀ ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá sì tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá ra data what's data kí ló ń jẹ́ data. Wọ́n fi kíní yẹn gbowó lọ́wọ́ yín ni wọ́n dẹ̀ kó wọ́n fún percentage ní wọ́n fún ìjọba ní percentage. Kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ oṣooṣù tẹ́ bá ti subscribe lóṣù kan tẹ́ sanwó fóònù lóṣù kan ó yẹ kó wá pẹ̀lú Wi-Fi. Wọ́n fi kíní yẹn wọ́n fi kó owó jẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni especially mi tiẹ̀ pé lórí Nàìjíríà wẹ̀ I don't know nothing about Nigeria.
Ìjà wa ní ilẹ̀ tí a lè fi execute gbogbo tá à ń sọ yìí nílẹ̀ Yorùbá àwọn kan máa ń sọ pé ìyá kan máa jẹ́ yín ni tẹ́ bá ti fi Nàìjíríà lẹ̀.
Ìyàwó ló jẹ́ yọ gbogbo Nàìjíríà ibo ló ti ń jẹ kó ṣẹlẹ̀ Yorùbá ni.
Mo mí pé tá bá fi Nàìjíríà rẹ̀ pé ìyá máa jẹ wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pé akọ́ máa jìyà ni.
Tá a bá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà sá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Jerry a lot of things tó yẹ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá. Jerry ìgbà tí mo wà nílùú yìí tí mo ṣiṣẹ́ fún àwọn òyìnbó rí. Ṣé ẹ̀yin mọ̀ kọ́tọ́
Mo yẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ Miami.
Àwòrán tó máa ń wò yẹn tí ó yẹ mọ́ sá.
Àwòrán.
Glass.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Glass kí ló fi ń produce glass kí ni.
Àfi tẹ́ bá ṣàlàyé fẹ́ mi mọ̀ kémi náà bí kúùtù mọ̀ mọ́ kọ́kàn.
Máa parọ́ kan pé ilé ní kẹ́nìbọ̀dì lọ find out iyẹ̀pẹ̀ inú ilẹ̀ ni wọ́n ti ń kọ́ pa iyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn. Mo supply iyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn. Àwọn kan ti ń dáhùn nínú comment section wọ́n ní iyẹ̀pẹ̀ ni. Iyẹ̀pẹ̀ ni iyẹ̀pẹ̀.
Táwa náà wá níyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn ṣá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Iyẹ̀pẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa grind ẹ̀ wọ́n máa di glass tó fi ń wòran. Èédú kan fúnra rẹ̀ èédú táwọn èèyàn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀gì àwọn igi wa ó yẹ ká reserve ẹ̀.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun
a máa reserve àwọn igi wa kò ń ṣe èédú kò ń ṣe kí ló ń ṣe èédú gan is a mineral resources inú ilẹ̀ ní èédú náà wà. A máa reserve àwọn igi wa a máa reserve wọn igi náà ní àlàáfíà tó ṣe nínú ìlú. A kò lè máa bẹ́ẹ̀gì máa tají lọ. Then tá a bá rí àwọn there was one video I saw like a 1 year ago elephant wọnú ìlú àwọn èèyàn wọn sáré ṣe opportunity wọn pa it's not good kò yẹ kó níbẹ̀ ara àtàjẹ sílẹ̀ nìyẹn we don't have license to do that a kò lè máa pa nǹkan ká máa pa nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn afẹ́fẹ́ tó dáa ló máa ń wá sínú ìlú ẹ má jẹ́ a máa pa nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ibi yìí tí mọ́tò yín bá pa kí náà pé kí nìyẹn àgbọ̀nrín tí mọ́tò mi bá pa àgbọ̀nrín sìn mi ì gbúdọ̀ gbé tí n bá gbé ẹ mọ I think it's more than 20 years imprisonment. Tí mọ́tò mi bá ti pa báyìí kí rọra máa lọ ni mi ì gbúdọ̀ gbé. Kí n tó lè parọ́ nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ní láti ní license. Because bíbélì ní gbogbo nǹkan ẹ̀ẹ̀kan lè má pa gbogbo ẹranko ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan yẹn náà ó ní blessing tí gbogbo wọn wá sínú ìlú. Òyìnbó ọ̀gọ̀ náà tó fi gbogbo ẹlẹ́ sínú gbogbo tó bá mú náà tẹ bá pè wọ́n sí pé rí ejò lẹ́yìn ilé yìí. Táwọn animal control bá dé wọn ò nípa ejò yẹn. Wọ́n máa ń mú ejò yẹn wọ́n máa ń padà lọ sínú gbogbo jìn sílé yín. Wọ́n máa ń lọ sínú forest. Ọkọ lọ mú sínú zoo. Ọkọ lọ mú sínú zoo.
Ẹ ṣe gan fún kódà enlightenment ẹ fún wa láàárọ̀ yìí. Ẹ wá bá mi encourage àwọn ọmọ wa tó wà nílé ṣe rí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wo.
Yorùbá nation ṣe rí tí nípa ti táǹkà ẹ
bẹ́ẹ̀ni
bá
sà.
mi tọ́jú nọ́mbà mi is what I study about mo ní certificate mo lọ school fún ni diesel technology a máa ń yẹ truck wò kó tó bọ́ta sí orí
títì diesel technology.
driver tó bá a máa fún àwọn driver ní lecture every 4 months.
So iṣẹ́ kan tún nìyẹn fúnra ara yẹn o àbí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, I don't need to get paid, but I will only contribute that I think back there will be instructor.
Diesel technology kápẹ́sì.
I have this certificate. Ìyá nǹkan tí mo study nìyẹn. Mo kí n tó wá padà lọ, mo tẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ fún Alibọ́tìn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀.
Mo máa Alibọ́tìn big kìíní ni wọ́n. Because wọ́n ní problem kan nígbà kan yẹn.
Gbogbo truck kò lè bọ́ sórí títì jẹ́ ló ní ojú títì tí ó gbúdọ̀ gbà. Ó lójú títì. Ó lójú títì tó gbúdọ̀ gbà. Ó ṣe pé gbogbo títì gbogbo stop tó ti ilé epo sísìn. Àwọn ọmọ mi ò yẹ ní kò yẹ kí ilé epo wà ní most of places. Ìjọba kan gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn ni ó yẹ lọ já ilé epo lẹ̀. Wọ́n kàn gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn ó yẹ lọ jálẹ̀. No, they are not following the right proper.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi, thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Ilé Yorùbá dẹ̀ máa gbó lágbára náà.
Lágbára náà. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni fún enlightenment and education. Ṣé mọ̀ pé eléyìí tẹ́ kàn tẹ̀ tí wọ́n rán bá mi sọ ṣé mọ̀ pé it's still also n táwọn sọ fáwọn èèyàn pé àwọn èèyàn kan tún máa wá kọ̀wé lọ́dọ̀ tiwa náà yìí táwa fi ń jáde yẹn àwọn èèyàn náà tún máa wá.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ṣẹlẹ̀ tí máa nìyẹn sọ lánàá tẹ ní kó ṣàlàyé fún yín ṣẹlẹ̀ tó bá jẹ́ pé a ní good refinery.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sà.
Tó bá jẹ́ a ní good refinery irú ní ibi tẹ̀mí wá sí Texas mọ́ a ní nǹkan tá à ń pè a ní ibìkan tó ti ń wa epo wọ́n pè bẹ̀ ní Premier Basin.
Okay.
Ṣẹlẹ̀ Premier Basin yẹn ibẹ̀ ní refinery wà refinery kan náà wà ní Houston àwọn tí mo sọ ibi 6 hours away sí Texas sí Dallas wọn is 6 hours, 7 hours away. If you use the premier raising, you know, Mr. Kwegi. Carry you Dallas to do a one because you wake up. But what I want to money or the sign what 6 hours away. But can you watch it? What channel is Bobo Pie, Lottie Bobo City Concord? Only one to the depot. Ṣẹ́rí dẹ́pọ̀tì tí Nàìjíríà yẹn wọ́n gbé epo lọ sínú ẹ̀ ni.
Wọ́n gbé epo lọ sínú ẹ̀ ni, òkè epo lọ sínú ẹ̀. Ó dẹ̀ ké epo máa wọnú ẹ̀ direct láti ibì kan wọnú ẹ̀ ni straight. Láti refinery.
Epo ti wọnú ẹ̀.
Okay.
Epo kan tó yẹ kó máa gbé káàkiri kẹ́ máa rí àwọn táǹkà tó ń gbé káàkiri òun ni crude. Gbogbo crude kan ló ní channel. Nítorí tó bá ti wá crude ìbí dàbí bọ́ọ̀bù.
Okay.
Ó wá ní ó máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ crude ẹyọ kan ó bá wá bọ́ọ̀wù yẹn sì bọ́ọ̀wù ẹyọ kan crude yẹn ó máa ṣiṣẹ́ wẹ́ẹ̀lì là ń pè ní wẹ́ẹ̀lì but ó dàbí bọ́ọ̀wù lọ yìí ṣe wẹ́ẹ̀lì là máa ń pè so wẹ́ẹ̀lì ẹ̀ẹ́dì ẹyọ kankan ó máa ṣiṣẹ́ for 30 years. Ó yẹ sọ fún mi 30 years wọ́n dẹ̀ ní bí millions ẹ̀ káàkiri Amẹ́ríkà ẹyọ kan pé yà ṣiṣẹ́ for 30 years. Ọmọ gan abá náà
àwọn tó wá ká tó máa lọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi the last one àwọn tó ń sọ pé ẹgbẹ́rún Nàìjíríà sì máa ṣiṣẹ́ gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ ìkòrò Nàìjíríà sì máa ṣiṣẹ́ ẹ bá ń ṣàlàyé.
Old cargo ni wọ́n they
don't know nothing. They don't know nothing.
They will never let it work for the work. Technology is low. They are old cargos.
Old cargos.
Yes, it will never work.
Thank you for. Thank you for educating us this morning. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, Amarimba. Mo ti save number yín. Màá pè é lẹ́yìn ètò. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé náà lọ́pọ̀lọ́ but nígbà tíyàn bá ń fọpọlọ ẹ fi wọ̀kadà lójoojúmọ́. Nígbà tíyàn bá jí láàárọ̀, mo ti get ibi tí wọ́n ní meeting point. Ká má tún sọ̀rọ̀ gbàgbé, mo dẹ̀ ti ń post ẹ̀ síta. Wọ́n ní ọjà Akẹ̀sán market. Ọjà Akẹ̀sán market. Òun ni ìpàdé máa ti wáyé. Mo kí gbogbo wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí and I'm gonna be putting that out onto this live streaming as well. Àpínẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ọjà Akẹ̀sán market. Mo nílé pẹ́ lórí program yìí ní èní because there's a lot of people that wants to speak to me for so many reasons and so many things. Ṣé má bínú pé ànílé pé a máa padà wá Star Radio wà nírọ̀lẹ́ ní aago 6 lágbára Elédùmarè máa padà wá ní aago 6. I might come back before then, but I need to speak to a lot of people because we're just few hours away. Àwọn jubilate gidi ni báwa náà ṣe máa jubilate ni ẹ nígbà táwọn náà bá ti lọ ń gbá World Cup ní àti lọ káàkiri ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ a máa ní gbogbo eléyìí akọ̀ndẹ́nu ni dánwò ló bí yọkẹrẹ náà ni let us continue. Ó dà ń pé Omiyo send audio kan ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ mọ́ ń bọ̀.
ẹjọ wọn ti rí wa pé à ń ṣe meeting yẹn Mr. Koiki máa fẹ́ kí gbogbo wa náà sọ gbogbo ọdẹ bí i need bóyá lórí ọ̀rọ̀ flyer ni o poster ni all those things. needs náà ṣáà ni okay ẹ jẹ́ sáré gbé kọ́ọ̀lù alájì tèmi ní gbogbo Ìlọrin lọ́hùn ó yẹ bá ń gbé sókè ká tó máa lọ. èmi ni ẹ sà.
I'm so happy about the way you put your program on the table. We learn a lot. The zoo country can never be interested in what we are doing.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, ẹ parọ́.
Yeah, look at that guy. Ẹ wo bí ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ tán sí ẹ wo bí ṣe pé gbogbo ẹ̀ dáhùn.
Kódà oríṣiríṣi kan mo lẹ́nu ní within just 15 minutes láfi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ wo nǹkan tó kó kalẹ̀ fún wa.
Yeah, so many things. I mean, look at the way people àwọn èèyàn máa rí iṣẹ́ wà people who are going to drive truck all the business everything will be flourishing. So the zoo country will hate all that you are doing.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
You have to continue what you are doing because great lecture you lay. That is it. That's why they hate you. They hate you with passion. We people love you with passion, but they hate you.
Yeah, ọ̀fẹ́ òtítọ́.
They will hit their leg against the stone, and they will not even look back to look at that stone that they hit their leg against. They will fall. by the grace of
ṣé
the
mo
Lord.
pé Alhaji mo lọ wo mo kàn ń lọ nínú profile mi láàárọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀ nígbà mi ta bá kàn jókòó àwa mídíà báyìí mo wá lọ ń wo fídíò tí mo fi béèrè lọ́wọ́ Boris Johnson tí kò dá mi lóhùn mo wá tún wá review ẹ̀ pé ǹjẹ́ tí gbogbo wa bá jókòó tá à ń sọ pé àfẹ́ I mean I was looking at that video everybody rò pé Britain.
He entered his car and didn't answer your question.
Ó gbọ́ kò ṣe pé kò gbọ́n tí mo béèrè yẹn àwọn tó wà níbẹ̀ gbọ́ àwọn personnel ẹ̀ gbọ́ àwọn aid ẹ̀ gbọ́ but intama fi jẹ́ kó gbọ́ dáadáa òun ni pé ká wà ní títì wọ́n máa wà force láti ṣe nǹkan lé lórí.
By the grace of God, positive we quench negative.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni.
Light will quench darkness. Water will quench fire by the grace of God.
Amen.
Báwo mo ṣe ń gbọ́ yín wáyà nǹkan táwọn Hausa ń pè ní wáyà fóònù náà ń pè ní wáyà àwọn olùkọ wáyà lásán ló ń gbọ́ yẹ so nǹkan tí mo fi ń gbọ́ yín pẹ̀lú tí mo fi ń gbọ́ yín báyìí jẹ́ pé I never see you and we reckon with one another with what ìgbésẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú mi náà Ọlọ́run ọba miracle náà ló sì máa ti kó ṣe ṣe kátó mú fóònù láti máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ with miracle of God. Now you should the miracle is about soccer. It has my those people who think that we are not going to take what we want, they will be caught on their jugular vein. Their jugular vein, God will catch them at their jugular vein, and they won't be able to escape. By the grace of God.
Amen.
So
thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa ẹ jẹ́ ká mú ètò yìí wá sílẹ̀. Torí àwọn èèyàn mi need mi láti bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ and so many people needs one or two things tí bá dẹ̀ pẹ̀ lórí program it's already 10 minutes past 12 ọjọ́ yẹn ò dẹ̀ ń pẹ́ mo dẹ̀ máa fẹ́ sùn díẹ̀ kó tó di pé mo wá fún Star Radio even if it's 2 hours I normally try to sleep in the afternoon then I ní láti lọ take care àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dùwà náà ìkan ní chicken pox which is over that school ló ti kó chicken pox yẹn so. So and deal pẹ̀lú yẹn then there was mo dẹ̀ sọ fún yẹn pé mo sọ lórí Star Radio láàárọ̀ yìí I was in the hospital throughout títí dàárọ̀ yìí títí di bíi 5 ká tó padà sílé ẹ̀yìn yẹn wá ẹja kúrò ní Nàìjíríà bí n bá lówó lọ́wọ́ ọkàn mi balẹ̀ pé health care àwọn ọmọ confam ni wọ́n fọmọ ṣeré nílùú yìí wọ́n fọmọ ṣeré a máa lọ sùn ní sàn ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà tí bá ti ṣe tán ní sìn máa kọ́ dé pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn fún bíi 2-3 hours máa try láti sùn 2 hours nígbà tó di bí a bí almost before 11 tí pain yẹn pọ̀ díẹ̀ a lọ sí the nearest hospital ní bíbá oríṣiríṣi cases lóríṣiríṣi ẹ̀mọ́ àwọn kan tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn nílé healthcare is a big part of it. mo kàn wà nínú hospital yẹn báyìí mo kàn fẹ́ mi yan mo lè ṣe fídíò ẹ̀ mọ̀ I'm not going to be allowed to do that. no àwa àgbogbo àti ní pátápátá eléyìí ni ọmọ ọdún yín yẹn òun nìkan ni kò tí ì ní so òun nìkan ló pick ẹ̀ akọni lè lọ sí pati cousin mi kan tó yẹ ká lọ ní láìpẹ́ mi so ẹni tó bá ti ní chicken pox kò lè mú mọ́ òun nìkan ni kò tí ì ní so which is very good. Health wọ́n ti ṣe jàǹbá nílé a lot of people are dying because of the health. So lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí meeting point yẹn mo ti ní kọ́ ṣe flyer jáde so a máa push information yẹn síta mọ́ nísìn tí mo ti mọ bẹ̀ wọ́n ní ọjà Akẹ̀sán ni not Akẹ̀tán ọjà Akẹ̀sán mo dúpẹ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ support the Koiki Media platform. We've actually sent the money to Nigeria ó ti dé Nigeria already wọ́n dẹ̀ máa lò fún tọ́fẹ̀ lò fún while we are doing other things àwọn èèyàn náà ṣe ń demand Mr. Koiki ẹ bá wa náà wá nǹkan kan 10,000 10,000 20,000 we're trying our best So whatever tó bá ṣe wọlé, we are going to be using it to support people, which is the most important thing. We will try our best. We hope other organizations will do as well as we are doing, so that kò ní jẹ́ pé látọ̀dọ̀ tiwa nìkan. Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o, ẹ jẹ́ ká fọkàn wa balẹ̀. A ti wà nínú interfaith. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń pè wá láti Ìdíròkò. There's a lot of calls coming from Ìdíròkò border. Wọ́n ti gba bọ́ọ̀sì wọn, they are making their way tomorrow. Wọ́n máa jí kúrò ní Ìdíròkò láti bí aago 4 ló sọ fún mi. People are gonna be travelling. Gbogbo ẹni tó ń travel fún ìdí kan àbí ìdí kejì, tí ọlọ́pàá bá dá yín dúró lọ́nà pé ẹ ń lọ sí rally, bóyá wọ́n bá àwọn nǹkan ṣẹṣẹ lára yín, ìyẹn ò ń ṣe crime, kò ń ṣe crime. So tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ní nọ́mbà tèmi, ẹ tètè kàn sí ẹni tó bá jẹ́ coordinator yín. 2 things tẹ́ gbọ́dọ̀ máa rántí níbi tá a dé nísìn, especially tó bá jẹ́ pé you are on your own, tó bá fi send audio tó dẹ̀ wà tó di SOS. Wọ́n ti mú mi, ibi báyìí la wà. You got to give us the location. The period kò yẹ pé wọ́n ti mú o, then nobody knows ibi tó ń mu sí. But ẹ bá ti sọ pé wọ́n mú yàn, Ìjàyè, Ìfakọ̀, àwọn ọlọ́pàá àbí sójà, àmọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ o, ẹ bá wa pé bàbá Kóìkì o, ẹ bá wa pé gbogbo àwọn mídíà o. We will then know that you are there. We will move. Kódà kó wà ní Kogi State, activate àwọn èèyàn tó máa jáde, especially if you are making your way down. Nobody must be arrested because we are not doing anything incriminative. Bá gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì jà, but tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì bá gbé ìjà wá, a máa bá defend ara wa. Wọ́n ti ní kí ẹ máa sọ pé a máa jà, but a máa defend ara wa. So mo sọ fún gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé, àwa náà sùn níbi táwa náà wà níbí báyìí. Oorun díẹ̀díẹ̀ là ń sùn, òye bá sùn pọ̀, oorun díẹ̀díẹ̀ là ń sùn. And we have enough people that are monitoring this, but they want to see us outside, and that's all I can say. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o. Let me go and then we'll come back later on to discuss. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, anybody tó bá ẹ lọ bá wa post ẹ̀ síta, wọ́n ní ọjà Akẹ̀sán market níbẹ̀ ní meeting point. Ẹni tó ń bọ̀, prepare pé you might be sleeping, but tó bú wa bá náà sùn, you have the right to go back home. But if we have 5 people, 10 people that are leaving, then the numbers reduce. Ó yẹ kí nọ́mbà yẹn máa pọ̀ sí ni o. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí o. Odò àgbè wa kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Bó bá jẹ́ mi gan náà ní ọ̀dàlẹ̀ inú bẹ̀, kó má gbé mi rárá. And that's all I can say. Mo ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń fi àdúrà ràn wá ṣẹ́ bàbá wa, kódà ní bó ṣe wà nílé tó jẹ́ àwọn tó èèyàn máa pa àwọn náà fún àdúrà ránṣẹ́ sí wa, gbogbo yín náà ní adúpẹ́. We continue to remember Ijile Marcus. I will get in touch with the family to find out what is going on. It's taking longer, but I'm a bit tọ́lọ́run lè ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa rántí our brother Ijile Marcus. And on that note, have a very good afternoon and bye for now.